So, um, when thinking about the pitch and the pitchman president, there's some benefits to it, right? Sometimes they do it good, like you said, they money into the country. I was looking at this topic and I saw like Obama. One of the things he was good at was he has multiple articles calling him the president pitchman president because he to try to pitch companies to come invest in the country, which was really interesting because he was really against people getting education here and then
Yeah, but no, but okay, bomb for a sec. So, it's one thing when you're pitching the country, it's another thing when you're pitching in other words, you want new companies to invest. It's another
that's what
thing
I'm
when you're
getting at.
pitching companies that your kids have an ownership piece of,
Right. That's what I'm
you
getting at.
know,
That's what I'm getting
and
at. This
and so
difference.
like
This difference.
like the way I look at it is like, okay, like the way that presidents typically made money out of office or even in office, you get 500 as the salary, but you're on the tips, man. You know what's about to happen. So news leaks, and we can talk about that. You've got these no bid contracts that the executive can lay out, which is like what the Bush administration did during the Iraq war, right? Where Dick Cheney and, his company made billions of
Halliburton.
fucking dollars, right? Halliburton, exactly. But typically how presidents make money is speaking engagements and through book advances, right? But this guy, the orange man, he's like I'm like, I'm okay with pitching as long as the money goes to be used for good, right? So if you're going to pitch some shit, then why don't you build a hospital? Or why don't you build some schools? Or why don't you give some kids some clothes or books or food? Or why don't you why don't you put your name on a tunnel that actually works instead of some shit that doesn't work? So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, you want to pitch, if that's part of your nature, I get it. We're a capitalist country. Then do good with it. Let's have humanistic competition. See how much good you can do with your shit instead of selling some cheesy, Chinese printed Bibles that, pretending that you actually read them. So sorry, I'm a bit of a rant here, but
No, no,
it's
no.
sort of
That's
my
it's like it's hard to explore this topic without just going at the orange man. And if we're the mighty middle, we got people who really support this man. You know what I mean? And so we're highlight the idea of like maybe in the past and how this one is seen to probably being done now. Like I saw like I said, one of the things he did was the cryptocurrency, and he wants to spearhead that idea of the cryptocurrency. There's a lot of online rumors about what's happening with that, to devalue the dollar, then to get rid of the debt, then bring in the cryptocurrency, then pump up that. Like there's a lot of different talk out there, and I don't really know what's going on. I don't know much about cryptocurrency, but a coin, and he's got some stuff, and he's made a lot of money that way. Like
well,
know about it.
yeah.